Have you ever looked at the people and just suddenly realized that everybody looks pretty much similar? Hello, this is your life coach, and today we are going to talk about image branding. It's such an interesting topic, and actually I'm going to cover a couple of points that are going to give you this understanding of what image branding is and how to apply it to your life, and the most important, how it can change your life forever. One more time, it really has the power of changing your life forever. So be careful and watch this video till the end. I'm going to give you some brilliant tips. Let's go to step number one. So step number one is going to be understanding who is it for. So who image branding is for? It is for, attention, everybody. It is really for everybody without any exceptions. There is no single person who shouldn't care about their image, because it's just an aspect on life that you are missing out on. So you cannot actually ignore it and say, I don't need it. Now let's understand why. Why image is such a thing that it applies to everybody. First of all, people judge superficially. Once you come to realize this simple fact that not everybody actually realizes, people judge you according to your looks, the way you look like. If you look like a trustworthy person, people are going to trust you. If you look like some cunning guy, people will not be inclined to do anything with you. So be very trustworthy, be very impressive, be very confident, and all of that you can achieve through image branding. Now we are going to break it down to further steps. So step number two, what is image branding? Image branding is actually the science, and I will call it a science because this way you will actually realize the importance of it. So image branding is a science about the way you look, and not only, it's much further than that. So the way you look is the most obvious and one of the most important aspects. There is no doubt about it. So you have to find your style and everything. We are going to talk about it a bit later. But image branding is not only the way you look like, because okay, the way you look is very important, but for the first impression. For the second and third time people see you, the way you look like is still important, but they already want to know a bit more about you. They want to dig deeper and understand who you are if they are interested, if you were able to attract their attention through your look. So image branding goes to who you are as a person, yes, what they know about you, your behavior, your actions, and your values. Once you let people know your values, that's part of your image undoubtedly. And again, it's one of the most important parts of your image, your values, your ideas, your outlooks on life. It's very important to have some consistent ideas on life, because if one day you like this, the other day you like that, the other day you like something else, today you speak against this, the other day you speak for it, I'm going to be confused. I will not be able to actually create your image in my mind. So I will not identify you with anything. And once I lack these associations, I will not actually like you. That's the way our minds work. If I don't know what to expect from you, I don't really know who you are, and I always keep some negative distance. This distance keeping is negative because it comes from lack of trust. If I do not have enough trust to you, that's it. You have already failed to deliver your brand in a proper way. So step number three. Step number three is going to be finding your uniqueness. This is very important. Once you want to create your own image, you shouldn't replicate someone else, because that's already obvious. I can clearly see who you are trying to replicate. If it's some famous person or some famous guy in our social circle, and of course there is no sense to replicate someone not famous, not successful. So if you replicate someone successful, that will not be you, like your real self. And I will be able to identify more or less that you are just trying to pretend to be someone. That's obvious. Do not do it. You're not such a good actor to be able to replicate someone else and just give it like it's you. So do not do it. Find your uniqueness. What can be your uniqueness? I know that a lot of people experience problems trying to find their uniqueness, but how to do it? It can be some special trait of yours that maybe a lot of people told you that, wow, it's interesting in you. You said something and you noticed that people liked it. Then, immediately, you have to catch it. So you have to put it into your brand image. For example, the other day, some of the guys said that he practices meditation, and a lot of people around were, yeah, really? So what result does it give you? Are you like a real expert in it, or you're just doing it amateurly? And this guy immediately attracted a lot of attention by just saying not a very special thing, but that he practices meditation every day. So immediately this guy is a little bit different from this usual social circles. Not everybody meditates every day. So you can play this card and you can immediately make your image a bit more unique. So you are already distinguished from the gray mass of people. That's it, you already stand out, that's already good. It can be something else. I'm really brilliant at this game, and if people in the social circles appreciate good gaming, they will be attracted to you. You should also understand the values in society, but usually these values are so obvious you cannot fail to realize these values. Or maybe you help people every day, you give them little money, you make this charity, so put it into your brand image. Of course, if you want to create your self-brand, you have to actually put all these positive points, positive and a little bit unusual, unexpected points into your brand so you can attract more attention. So find your uniqueness. Whatever it is, just keep it positive. Point number 4 is going to be about your self-introduction. Of course, it's such an important point, the way you look. So people are going to have a look at you, and that's your self-introduction. Self-introduction is not only about the words. The words are also important, but in this case, as long as you are self-confident, everything will be fine. But the way you look has to deliver a message. Who you are by your looks. For example, you have to keep some interesting items on you, and usually, for example, I tell everybody that I really like bracelets, and I put on these bracelets constantly, so people know that I'm into this stuff. That's just an example. Maybe I'm a bit exaggerating, not every day I actually put on the bracelet, but I can tell people during our introduction, like, you can check out some of the bracelets, wow, a nice bracelet, and actually have better. So you immediately attract attention and deliver some message, again, trying to put your uniqueness into the game. But first of all, of course, you have to be neat, you have to be tidy, that's very important. You have to be taken care of. Not too much. If you are a man, I wouldn't actually advise being like too much taken care of, though it's your choice. Even if you do it, it's fine. But being neat and tidy and looking good, looking beautiful, it's important. I don't tell you go and have some plastic surgery or whatever. That's completely your choice. But having some clean clothes, having some good look, yes, on you, is very important. You have to do it on daily basis. Without that, you cannot have a proper introduction. If I see some stain on your shirt the very first time I see you, I will always remember this stain with you. It's going to go into your brand image. So do not make this mistake and keep your introduction clean. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is very short but very clean and important. We already talked about it. Be confident. Even if you are not confident with your nature, you have to become confident. It's not difficult, or maybe it's not difficult for me. I have seen a lot of people who share with me, I feel insecure and stuff like that, and I always tell these people, be confident, it is not difficult. The first barrier is in your mind. You think that you are shy and it's like always going to be with you. You cannot even imagine how it feels like to be confident, to talk about yourself, to be in the center of attention. But try it, come on, challenge yourself. Change is what makes this life beautiful. And you have to change yourself, even if you are not born confident, that's totally fine. Just always remember that no one even cares to judge you. Come on, guys. Do not be shy. Do not be reserved. Do not be embarrassed talking about yourself. Just say, I am this person. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm this person. What's up? Make some compliment. Talk to someone. Try it. It comes with practice. I do realize now it can be difficult for many people, and for many people it's very easy and it's part of their character. If it's your character, that's great, keep it up, and if it's not, with some practice it will come to you. Believe me, there is nothing difficult in just speaking about yourself. That's it. Face it. You have to face it. Get out of your comfort zone and everything will be fine, I assure you. And tip number 6, I call this tip optional. Many people actually call this tip mandatory. Well, try to understand this. It's about social media pages. Of course, a lot of people have these social media accounts and on very many social media, like not only on one platform, and your presence there is actually part of your brand, whether you like it or not, because a lot of people, before even meeting you, if it's something for your job interview, or even if it's just a university friend, they are going to check you out later if they haven't done yet. So the way you look in your social media, the points you have there, maybe some comments, maybe some, I don't know, phrases, maybe some status, maybe some post, whatever it is, people are going to identify you with your social media page. This is a very important case, and you have to realize that if you have the social media account, and of course you have to have it, because if you are not even in social media, that's already weird nowadays, that's the fact. So if you have the social media account, well, make sure that your presence there is consistent with your looks, with your ideas, and you do not post there something for fun, because people are going to associate you with this fun thing. Maybe that's funny, but it makes you a little bit of a clown. Try to actually avoid this, joking too much or only posting something funny all the time. They will not take you seriously. Try to be a bit more interesting rather than fun. Try to post something unusual, something that people will find interesting and unexpected. Do not forget about being unexpected. Not just a cool picture, yes, with the background of a car. You can always do that, but don't do it too much. Also do a little unexpected thing. Maybe write something unexpected about such pictures. Be not predictable. People don't like predictable ones. People like consistent but smart and witty guys. So you have to combine these two things. Consistency and being a bit creative and unpredictable. A little bit, not always, that's too much, and not never, that's also too much. You should find this nice amount of creativity in your life and in your brand image. So those are all the 6 steps that I wanted to introduce. I'm sure that if you follow these steps one by one, you don't have to follow all 6 together. You should start with the first one, try to practice it, go to the second one, third one, and bring it to your life step by step. And in our following videos, I'm going to talk also about behavior consistency. So I will actually teach you how to be consistent in a very natural and in the best way. So subscribe to this channel, definitely not to miss out on the wonderful videos I'm going to create just for you. And this is your life coach. Hit the like button and I'll see you soon. Take care.